everyone, welcome to WoW Battlegrounds by Ice Lighting. So it occurs to me there aren't actually any explanations for a lot of the more complicated PvP battlegrounds. Because of this, people want to join them, but they don't know what they're doing. If they do ask questions, they get abused or kicked out of groups, so most of the time they run around not knowing what they're supposed to do. So I've decided to create a bunch of videos, this is the first one, that explains how the battleground works, what you're supposed to be doing, and any other versions of it that are available. So let's start with Alterac Valley and Korrak's Revenge. So Korrak's Revenge is only available during the birthday event, or has been for the last couple of years. It might not always be there, so if you're around in November, check for that one on the main front page. So just joining Alterac Valley, you can do this via the random epic battleground option, or if you select specific battlegrounds, you can choose it in there. Now it's an epic because it's a 40 versus 40 player. This means it will take ages to form a group if you're doing it specific. If you choose the random option, you may not get it. So depending on what one you're actually looking for, it might be better to do the specific if you want this one. So you join the queue, you've been summoned, you're here, now what are you supposed to do? Well, both Alterac and Korrak's Revenge have the same main goal, and that's to defeat the opposition and take down the enemy commander. So, where are they? What exactly are you doing? So if you open up your map, you will see half is red and half is blue. So I'm up at the Alliance start and we are going to be heading down, and the Horde are at the bottom and they will be coming up. So on the way down, you're going to go past things. Now the blue are all owned by Alliance, so you can see here there's bunkers, there's graveyards. Right in the centre there's a graveyard that is currently uncontrolled, so anyone can take that control, and down the bottom are all the Horde ones. Now why is this important? If you find your heads up display somewhere under the mess Blizzard has recently made of it, you'll be able to click on the commander and see the current health of the enemy. You can see it has 4 buffs, which are all relating to the 4 towers the Horde still hold. Now, because of this, the main commander will also have 4 additional lieutenants or adds with him that will do a lot of damage. So depending on the team you're working with, you can win this battleground in different ways. The most common one right now is to make a rush for the boss and take out the towers on the way. It's quite common now for both sides to ignore the bosses in these 2 places. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, here's where it's going to get a bit more complicated. You start by owning 3 graveyards, and there's one in the centre that belongs to no one. Now they are all capturable by either side repeatedly. So if there's no one there, you can capture it. If there is someone there, you can try killing it and then capturing it. However, if you die and there isn't a graveyard near where you die, you're going all the way back to the beginning. And bearing in mind we're trying to make it all the way across the map, you want to be holding on to those graveyards. So as the battle progresses, your map's going to start to look like this. Solid colour means it's unaffected, half a colour means it's contested, or it is being destroyed. Yep, destroyed. Towers cannot be taken back. They can be saved if that being contested, but they cannot be brought back once they are destroyed. Generally what will happen is you will ignore your towers and it's just the enemy towers that you will focus on, and you must leave somebody at them, otherwise they can be taken back, and that's a massive waste of time since it takes a while for them to be destroyed. So you can see here we're here at the boss and we've taken out most of the towers. You can see he has much less buffs, and there goes another one. And since the Horde is up in our base, we are just going to make the rush and take him out. It's messy, and quite often you're down to the wire against the opposition as to who gets there first, especially with this sped up version. So you've got the idea, but what's the difference between Korrak's and this one? Well, time, quite literally time. In the standard Alterac Valley, you may have noticed at the top you can see these numbers. So these numbers represent how many reinforcements you have. Now, another way to win the standard Alterac Valley is to get that to 0. So reinforcements appear around the things that you own, like the graveyards or your base. Now, the enemy can keep killing these, but you can restore them. Now, the way to restore them is by doing the quests that you can find around your base. There are different types of quests. Those that just give you more troops, they are the ones that involve taking over mines. There are ones that will reinforce the troops you have. There are ones that will create a giant ancient or elemental that will attack the opposition. There are ones that will cause a cavalry charge from either side. You also have people that you can save and escort back to your side from the opposition's capturing them. So all these things prolong the battle, and of course nobody nowadays wants it to last forever. They want a quick win. Now, because of this, a lot of things were taken out of Alterac Valley. I actually know somebody that was in one of the original Alterac Valleys for 3 whole days. So Blizzard cut a lot of it out. One of the things they took out was Korrak, and he was a boss that would appear, and there were separate quests to kill him. I mean, there was a lot that used to be involved. So part of the birthday and to celebrate the past, I suppose, of Alterac Valley, they've made everything 10 times harder and more focused on completing these quests. And to do that, they've made the reward for doing these in-battle quests usually time warp badges, and this means everybody is going to go and do them rather than go and do the objectives that they're supposed to be doing if you're trying to do it fast. So if you come into the battle and you're like, let's just go, you're going to be the only one. However, it does appear the Horde didn't get that memo and they still tend to rush it. One of the extra things that you'll find is they brought Korrak obviously back. So my understanding, and the only place I've ever seen him, and I could be wrong, is he appears after that middle graveyard that belongs to no one is claimed by somebody. It's shortly after that that he spawns. So one of the other things they did that prolongs this battle is you can't get rid of all the enemy reinforcements. They are infinite now. You can still make your own stronger and faster, but you can't actually get that number to 0 to finish the match. So if you're looking for some fun and to celebrate the old days and you used to be in these battles and you remember it well, then this is great fun for you. If you're new to it, at least you understand the mechanics of what you're supposed to be doing. If you're trying to complete it, you may find you're going to lose to the Horde a lot if you're Alliance. But anyway, enjoy. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and subscribe to see what else I'm up to.